Hello everyone, and now welcome to a 2v2 matchup. Fish and FaiLo going up against Artorias and XlorD. FaiLo spawning as the teal orc here, meanwhile Fish also as the teal orc under the name Frogs going up against, well, Artorias spawning as the orange orc, and finally XlorD spawning as, well, the orange night elf. Night elf orc going up against dual orc in this 2v2. Gonna go ahead and get up to the 2-minute mark in this game as things are getting underway. Ancient of War opening things up. Let's take a look. It is gonna be a Keeper of the Grove and a Farseer going up against a Farseer and a Blade Master. Creeping already underway here. Blade Master using Mirror Image to go after these units as the Blade Master is tanking quite a bit of that damage. Meanwhile, onto the southern side, Farseer spots that the barracks was a little bit late. Tech to tier 2 already started, and well, the Orc Burrow, one already forced to be cancelled. All right, Farseer coming back around here, continuing to head off to the north. Meanwhile, Orc Burrow getting ready, continuing to push pressure down. What are you doing here? No, can you please clean up there? There's still so much other stuff you can do. All right, Farseer, Spirit Wolves. Yeah, just getting a little distracted. All right, Farseer being forced to try and head back again. Dual Wolves putting pressure on the Orc Burrow, may be able to get another cancellation as there is a grunt here, and each Orc Burrow that is cancelled is still resources lost and then supply blocking his opponent. So Fish is actually in quite a bit of trouble down to the south here in this, well, 1v1 fight during this 2v2 game. Meanwhile, the partners on the other hand, off on the other side, trying to get some experience advantage. FaiLo off to the north here, looking to clear out some of those locations. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove doing a similar thing, making a path through the woods by having the forest come alive. Tome of Intelligence picked up there a little bit of extra damage, more mana as units are going back to their respective corners. That Spirit Wolf, well, getting shut down here. Artorias did not get a lot of experience. He doesn't really have much to show for all of this harassment, but Fish is, well, in a tough spot, sitting at 21/21 supply, unable to train up any additional units. For some reason, hasn't gotten any upgrades yet. Finding a way to spend your gold is always a bit of a key thing, trying to spend it so that it is useful. All right. Enraged Elemental, Wolves still continuing the fight. Meanwhile, down here on the southern side, it looks like the Wolves were trying to go after the Orc Burrows, but one Orc Burrow was completed. 21/41 supply is another Orc Burrow built all the way to the very far back. Won't offer any real support other than the fact that it is raising that supply cap. All right. Both sides continue to fight here. Shadowhunter continuing to push. What is happening? Farseer ready to fight here. Meanwhile, off to the north, Ogre Magi, well, Creep Camp wanting to be cleared by FaiLo, but FaiLo once again using Mirror Image again. So Mirror Image, well, and getting level 2 Mirror Image for that one additional target, extremely helpful. Back on the southern side here, Farseer. Grunts ready to engage. Farseer continuing to push back. Spirit Wolf, meanwhile, back off to the north as the two armies seemingly starting to come together for a bit of a push. All right, we could have a little bit of a flank here. No. Well, it looks like Fish may have felt that this was the perfect time to creep, not realizing that his opponent is so nearby, and it's going to be difficult to clear out this creep camp here. All right. Archers, Farseer, Naga Sea-Witch, Keeper of the Grove, Farseer of Artorias trying to get to level 2. Blade Master still, optioning to try and get a last hit here, unable to do so. That Mirror Image, remember, can get last hits as the Farseer picks up a potion of invulnerability. Naga Sea-Witch picks up a Tome of Intelligence, a little bit of additional damage again, as I believe that Naga Sea-Witch did go for cold arrows. Off to the north, Blade Master, Mirror Image, plus 13 damage. Does still have that Scroll of Town Portal. Is he going to be, well, use a healing salve somewhere and pick up that Ring of Regeneration? Yes, there he goes. There's the, well, Mirror Image, and here we are. The Headhunters in the back position. Are they going to be able to break free from here? Yes, they are. Scroll of Town Portal saving all of those precious units. Meanwhile, on the southern side, Well, Fish able to get that Shadow Hunter and continue to creep, now sitting with a level 2 Farseer. Level 3 Blade Master, level 1 Shadow Hunter, level 2 Farseer, level 1 Shadow Hunter going up against here. Orc Burrows getting in a bit of pressure. Archers able to push down as we do not see, the reinforced defenses nearing, or just now nearing completion. The Archers are trying to pelt down those precious Orc Burrows, as the Orc Burrows are generally the weakest part of the Orc army until they are reinforced. Once they are reinforced, they're no longer easily targetable, targeted down by, well, piercing damage or magic damage. Remember doing that years and years ago, going Griffins and reinforced defenses was tier 3. Orc players often wouldn't go tier 3, so you just run in, destroy all their Orc burrows, and then see them try and rebuild. 2 decades ago. 2 decades. Coming back around now. Both sides, well, still sitting on 2 bases to 2 bases. No one trying to establish up an expansion that I can see. Couple of opportunities here on Ironshire. As we look off to the north now, well, Blade Master going up against this Forest Troll Warlord creep camp. Blade Master could pick up some additional strong items, but it's really the Shadow Hunter that needs the experience. All right. Blade Master also has that Ring of Regeneration. The longer he is alive, the stronger, well, the more damage he's able to deal. So longevity always a positive impact, as the Blade Master picks up a manual of health up to 750 hit points. Meanwhile, down to the southern corners, we still see a couple of orange creep camps available for the clearing. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 2. We're going to look at this. The grunts clear things up here. Kobold Geomancer pretty much going to get ignored. We see an assassin by Fish as the Farseer, Shadow Hunter making their way through. All right, creep camp clearing is going to be an extremely important thing. The teal side is actually clearing trying to clear 3 of the 4 corners, which would give them better items and more experience. All right, quick hex onto that Forest Troll High Priest. The Forest Troll Warlord about to get taken down. There's level 3 on the Farseer. Sobi Mask, a beautiful item for that Shadow Hunter or any other, well, hero indeed, as the Shadow Hunter now going to make their way across. Perhaps a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of a dicey situation. There's level 3 on the Shadow Hunter. Scroll of Town Portal could be in order. There's a healing wave. What is going on? Trying to fight this battle here, and a lightning shield now going to come in and engage here. A little bit of a disenchant shaman able to actually retreat to the very far back. Both sides still fighting as the reinforcements are getting over and across. Are we going to see a low hit point raider? No, we are not. Low hit point raider ends up staying alive. Both sides are still fighting. Both sides low on mana. Sobi Mask on the Farseer, as we're going to see a hexed Farseer get taken out. He had a potion of lesser invulnerability, but does not end up surviving. In comes the other side here, a bit of a pincer play. Goblin Zeppelin to try and pick things up, as we see Goblin Sapper while getting cleared out here. Berserkers living up to their name, now leading the charge from the back here. Going to go ahead and continue to poke across, as we see a tactical retreat out. All right, tactical retreat out. Both sides still fighting. Well, Fork Lightning, there goes a hex onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter gets his own, gets a little bit of his own medicine, getting taken out while hexed. Kodo Beast now entangled and also hexed here. Nowhere really to go, as reinforcements of Fish trying to show up. But, well, what was a 2-on-1 fight, well, kind of went the wrong way here. Are we going to see a tactical, well, more units getting taken out in the retreat? Yes, we are. There we go. Goblin Zeppelin trying to pick up the low hit point units. As we can see, the Berserkers, are they going to be able to poke it down? There's a Purge onto the Zeppelin, and a straight up dizzying effect onto all these units. Grunt's going to get taken down. Dryad's getting taken out, and all those units lost right there. Oh, wow. The Goblin Zeppelin with the pickup, the Shaman with the Purge, trying to unload all of those targets. Those targets were dizzied, unable to really move, suffered a lot of damage as they were pretty much stationary before the Scroll of Town Portal was able to whisk them away. Behind this, the orange team setting up an expo here at the 10 o'clock spot. Shadow Hunter getting resurrected. This side, well, not getting resurrected. 37 supply and 43 supply going up against 32 supply and 47. So overall, still very, very close, as the majority of the creep camps, or nearly all of the creep camps now, getting cleared. Farseer gets up to level 3. I believe there's three more green creep camps on the map. 3 or 4 more green creep camps. Will that give critical levels? Probably not, but should set up the stage later on. All right. Poor Peon, not realizing, wait a second, I need to get back within the confines of the city wall, taking a little bit too much damage from that Null Brute. Are these units going to try and perhaps clear things out here? You can see Peons just getting poked over the wall here, finally needing to get engaged. And, well, a couple of scouts trying to see if expos are being placed down anywhere here. All right, one easy dead wolf getting poked apart. Owl Scout in the air, well, keeping track of this orc army. That is a lot of berserkers that also have a version of True Shot Aura, a weaker version of True Shot Aura, and the Kodo Beast as well. So that is some big damage. That's about a 25% damage increase for all of these units. And then the berserkers themselves can also attack faster, normally with just a slow attack right now. No Tauren, well, no, I take it back. Tauren Chieftain now to round out the heroes, as we see a burst there. Chain Lightning. All right, Shadow Hunter could have some bad days. Healing Waves. Blade Master turns into a, well, feeling a bit froggish there, as both sides need to fight. Mountain Giants in the front as we're ready to engage here. All right, a couple of treants off in the back going to get cleaned up as well, but the high priority targets are there, as the Kodo Beast trying to, well, chomp on a Raider, going to lose his lunch as the Entangling Vines, well, stops his retreat there. Berserker still finding a way to continue to fight. Perhaps Berserker Frenzy, no, Bloodlust is out here. Tauren Chieftain has Stomp right now, doesn't have Endurance Aura, needs to get to level 2 to get there, but well, may not see level 2 on this fight, as he's already low on hit points, getting the Healing Wave. Blade Master now gets up to level 5 here, as both sides are still fighting. The Berserkers, well, actually in the very, very far back, should be using Frenzy a bit more in order to increase their damage output. And while your Berserkers are not taking damage, that is when you have them deal that additional damage, as the Mountain Giants are now making their way over. All right, both sides still. Staff of Preservation from the Night Elf side, saving up low hit point units. Druid of the Claw, is he going to get bursted down? No, he is not able to retreat back. The Wolves are still fighting. Shadow Hunter trying to retreat back. Scroll of Town Portal by FaiLo in order for the tactical retreat. Tauren Chieftain of Fish trying to retreat and walk all the way back home, as we see some Orb of Venom. Is this a triple Orb of Venom from the Night Elf? It is. So that, every bit of that, if you just attack at anything with that, you're going to see its hit points just suddenly drop like mad, as damage over time, well, take a look at that there, 55, 528, 510, and yeah, all right. Units retreating back once more. Druid of the Claw needs to be back in Druid form, get a Rejuvenation. The Rejuvenation works better while you are in Druid form. Yep. Overall, there you are. There's the heal, and they're going to heal back up here. Perhaps give Rejuvenations to the Mountain Giants as well, healing up a 1,600 hit point Mountain Giant with Rejuvenation, like trying to fill an Olympic swimming pool with a garden hose. It gets there, but takes quite a bit of time. Coming back down to the south side here, Shadow Hunter ready. All right, Farseer, Blade Master, 5, 4, 3, all working together. The Berserkers have 3-0 upgrades, and adding in that Kodo Beast right there. Shadow Hunter, I think down to the south, or this Shadow Hunter has that True Shot Aura, so should add even more damage upgrade here. Now up to plus 10 attack with the Kodo Beast, and that True Shot Aura. They're gonna get in the position here. We got about well, no clear sign of how the fights are gonna go. About, well, 5 minutes of mining left on the main gold mines. So unless somehow Teal makes a big play at this base here, well, Orange is gonna have the advantage. Both sides trying to fight through here. Taunts coming in from the Mountain Giants. Berserkers with a Bloodlust, able to attack pretty quickly. Druid of the Claw trying to stay alive here. There's a Chain Lightning. He's going to get taken out as the Druid of the Claw trying to engage once more. Staff of Preservations for the save here. Mountain Giants should be trying to taunt more attacks. The Berserkers, well, with big damage across the board. That is, but now no longer having any of those Kodo Beasts, losing some of that big damage. Perhaps trying to devour a unit with the Kodo Beast, actually a bit of a mistake, as the Berserkers go from +10 damage down to +7. That is a major damage boost lost across the entire army. Meanwhile, now back off to the north. Both sides are trying to push in a little bit of pressure. Teal rushing in pretty far. Blade Master, Fork Lightning coming across from the Naga Sea, which Tauren Chieftain needs to retreat back, dangerously low on hit points, but still wants to be every part of this fight here, as the Shamans are starting to surround the Mountain Giants in order to, well, perhaps block a bit of their path. Blade Master falls off to the north a little bit, as we're still looking at a bit of firing and engagement on both sides. As are we going to see a Berserker try to go after a low hit point Druid of the Claw? No. Druid of the Claw able to retreat back. All right. I do believe losing that Kodo Beast to try and chomp on a Druid of the Claw only to get entangled was the big difference there. No longer having a +25% damage bonus here. You're going to see the Kodo Beast now make its way across, and it's quickly going to end up getting entangled once more. So that represents 25% bonus damage for the entire Teal army, and it just, well, wasn't able to get into the right spot again. Meanwhile, Priestess of the Moon able to continue to use that Orb of Venom True Shot aura there, as we're now looking at more healing waves bouncing back around. Priestess of the Moon trying to figure out that frontline spot. Does have a rejuvenation, able to take a little bit of damage there. There goes another unit as we see tactical retreat again. A Tauren Chieftain falls at level 2. Farsi are going to retreat back here, and Orange able to hold fairly well. 38 supply for Artorias, meanwhile, and 60 supply for XlorD. Meanwhile, FaiLo sitting at 39 supply, and, well, Fish sitting at 45. All right, Great Hall is done. We're going to be looking at some mining here, and with that, well, game can push a bit further. Still plenty of gold in those expos. 2 minutes of mining left. 2 minutes of mining left here. As well, if you try to expand now, you are expanding into the face of your opponent, which is always up a bit dangerous. All right, coming back through. All right, Dire Wolf doing a little bit of poking back across here. Shamans able to easily get a quick purge there. Both sides trying to rebuild into a strong enough army. Fish and FaiLo trying to get to the upper echelons of no upkeep before breaking it. Meanwhile, XlorD sitting at 67, continuing to try to get higher, needs to get more of these Mountain Giants in the frontline spot. If FaiLo, if the dual orc team is to hold off this attack, they really need to be careful with those Kodo Beasts. Those Kodo Beasts represent significantly more than just a target that can devour. All right, there is a Stasis Trap. The Stasis Trap, however, set off, but no capitalized opportunity there. That was a missed opportunity, as both sides are still ready to fight. All right, frontline spot. Kodo Beasts are trying to fight their way through. Blade Master, Mirror Image, continuing to fight their way. Meanwhile, Priestess of the Moon having True Shot Aura level 2, giving big bonus damage to all of the units in the back. A lot of hit point bars, no real way to see the fighting as the Tauren Chieftain falls at level 2. Blade Master is still continuing to fight there. There is a level up. Level 5 on the Farseer, now level 4 on the Shadow Hunter, as the units are still trying to push back every which way. All right, another Mirror Image just constantly summoning things up as we see multiple dispels go down, trying to figure out which one is the right one there, only for Fish to say, you know what, I too can use Mirror Image again to try and dodge any more of those hexes. Shadow Hunter falls at level 4 for Teal, as Blade Master using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Shadow Hunter falls at level 4 for Orc. For Orange as well, so both sides with big losses. Low hit point Druid of the Claw needs one more tap, finally gets taken out. Blade Master falls at level 6, and this is just an absolute bloodbath here as we see healing ward by the Orc. Orc with healing ward able to poke apart a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove and the Naga Sea Witch continuing to push back every which way. Surprised we're not looking at more Fork Lightning to try and, well, push more of these targets here as wards are being placed down again. So what is this? Fish is actually pushing forward, using a bunch of these berserkers to try and poke apart all of these units. That Kotobeast is just asking to get turned into a pincushion, running into all of these berserkers. Meanwhile, Kotobeast off to the north is chomping on a bear. You can see the units coming in from the south. This is triple orc orb or triple night elf orb of venom, while trying to stack up against all of these all this damage down to the south as the Shadow Hunter all the other heroes are gone. There's a staff of preservation there. Units are finally starting to retreat back. Orb of venom cannot kill a target, but the Naga Sea Witch, not quite sure why it isn't doing just a little bit more. All right, little tap right there takes it down. Tauren Chieftain falls at level 3. Both sides still fighting as there is no mining happening here on the southern expansion. Meanwhile, Blademaster is back, ready for some action. Is he going to go straight for the Naga Sea Witch? Yes, go straight for the Naga Sea Witch. However, Scroll of Town Portal quickly stops that there as there was a tactical retreat again. All right, 22 minutes into this game. Farseer looking to retreat back out. Raider going to go ahead and fall back as well. Blademaster resurrected at the tavern to get back into this fight. 28 supply and 36 supply, going up against 41 supply and 54. XlorD and Artorias with a definite advantage now, but waiting to, well, perhaps push again. Orange player needs a gig consumable. Yeah. All right. Healing Ward by, well, Fish here helping keep all of these units alive. Witch Dog, is there going to be a sentry ward? Nope. Quick, apparently there was a sentry ward right there, able to spot that unit. Stasis trap also being placed down as Shadow Wolves are, well, diving in on both sides to clean up and, well, disrupt mining. All right, 33 supply here. Fish and FaiLo have the opportunity to rebuild and get back into, well, the high 40s while sharing some of that gold. Meanwhile, Tree of Eternity by XlorD has migrated. I don't know. Trees can't migrate? Transplanted itself over here at the Entangled Gold Mine. Right, migrate, transplant. I like transplant. All right. Keeper of the Grove, Naga Sea Witch, Priestess of the Moon making its way through. Quick, well, Scout, Owl Scout, scouting out of that Shadow Wolf there. Are we going to see any more damage or hits come across? All right, a couple of peons off to the side here. Now, this is the problem. The Tier 2, the second base is just going to be such a big addition in terms of economy that there's not much that can be done. All right, pressure in place. Keeper of the Grove does have level 6, trying to entangle down that Berserker. That got purged down, and here we go. No stasis traps off on this side, though, as the Blademaster, well, are we going to see some purges onto the Mountain Giant? Yes, but a Staff of Preservation as well. Trying to figure out where the fight is going to be, and that is, well, a smart play by XlorD, not fighting at the Expo, as there are stasis traps there that could turn the tide of the battle. Trying to force a fight at a location where, well, there is a Tree of Eternity and is closer to home. There is, wow, big bad voodoo by the Shadow Hunter, now followed by Blade Storm coming across from the back. All right, some big damage there, followed by Tranquility. 3 ultimate abilities being cast in a matter of seconds as the Healing Ward is just outside the range of the Blademaster. Blademaster needs to get closer to that Healing Ward, or needs to find a way to get healed back up. He's going to go ahead and mirror image, try to find a way to get out of that tough spot. He gets hexed. He's going to end up falling. No, goes down to 1 hit point and finally falls there. Kotobeast, well, standing in the back position here, able to fight. There's some big damage bonus across the board, but I believe the army size is just simply too much for Night Elf and Orc. The orange team trying to break the lines, seemingly breaking through as the heroes have fallen. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 6, Tauren Chieftain sitting at 3. Are we going to look at the Blademaster getting resurrected? I don't believe there is enough there to resurrect. No, Blademaster resurrected back at the tavern, but he is low on hit points. Low survivability as we see another healing ward placed down by Fish. Fish trying to hold the line here. Orc Burrow doesn't have anything inside to try and fight back, as XlorD may be able to force FaiLo and Fish to give the GG here. Farseer gets up to level 6 as the other Farseer falls. Blademaster, last-ditch effort. Healing Ward placed down. A Blademaster down to 500 hit points, getting ensnared, trying to fight his way back out. but it's not going to work out as he gets purged down too. That is going to be the game. XlorD and Artorias, the victors in this 26-minute battle here between two armies. Strong play from both sides, but XlorD able to do the majority of the lifting and come up with the victory. Level 6 Keeper of the Grove, level 6 Naga Sea Witch, level 5 Priestess of the Moon, all with Orbs of Venom, making tactical retreats difficult for, well, Fish and FaiLo. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.